So we just got done fishing soft vibes, the Nomad Vertex soft vibe down in Florida, and we wanted to come up here in the northeast and see if we could catch striped bass. You know, sounds like people fishing up here with bucktails and certain jigs sound very similar to the method that we use for the vibes. So we came up here to Montauk to test these lures and see if they would catch striped bass.
Wow, that is cool. That gotta work. Can't wait to fish this lure. It looks exactly like a peanut butter. Even a shad for that matter, or baby porgies. When they're chasing porgies, baby, this should be insane.
I was reading some stories about you online and that you love bucktail fishing.
Yes.
And I think it's going to be a great fit with the vibe, with the technique, the way that we cast these lures out, and even on the initial sink you're ready for a bite. They can eat these lures at any time, and once it gets down to the bottom or down to the water column you want to fish, you can crank it with the rod tip held still and then let it sink again, or work it with the rod off the bottom.
I could see by holding it in my hand that this sinks nicely, comes up nice. It should be really interesting. I can't wait to use it.
The way that the lure's balanced off of there, when it glides, it just glides so naturally on the sink, and that's, you know, the vibrations get them excited, and then they take advantage of that sink. Interested to see.
Can't wait to use it. I can't wait to hook it up.
Right now, we're in about 25 feet of water, so I'm going to cast out just a little bit away from the boat where I saw some fish working. When the lure hits the water, you can, a lot of places I'll shut the bail if I'm in shallow water. I'm engaged, I'm ready for a bite. Even before I work the lure, they'll eat it on the drop. If you're in deeper water, you can open the bail to let it sink down and get down lower in the lower water column a little faster. I keep my fingers on the bail ready to shut it because so many times I've been bit on the drop with these lures. There we go. Oh, that was a bite on the drop just now. There's two techniques for working the lure that I really like. There's more styles that you can, you know, play around with and fish. But generally I'll keep the rod at a 45-degree angle, turn the handle 2 or 3 times fairly quickly to feel that lure vibrating through the water, and then stop, keep the rod poised and let the lure glide to the bottom, waiting for a bite on the drop. And then I also like to give it a couple of quick rips and pause and let it glide to the bottom.
Yep. Maybe here.
Nice. Look at this. Have fun getting that one back. They're a cool looking fish, Salvio.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, hold on. Here, 2 fish. First cast.
Don't you spike me.
First cast. They work. Trust me.
Wow.
They work.
This is the first time trying them on the northeast, and this is, what have we been fishing, just a few minutes?
Just started.
Just started, and look at that.
This is my first cast with it. So far, I'm very happy with it.
While we were testing these on the bass, we ended up catching 5 other species. We caught sea bass, tog, porgy, bluefish, false albacore. We're blown away about how many species we caught on these lures. Albie time. When they're finicky, and also when they're chasing small baits and you're matching the hatch, a lot of small baits are hard to cast. You just can't get any distance, whereas this I can get a lot of distance and fish a very natural match the hatch presentation to finicky fish. That line's still peeling out of there. That was a long cast.
Let me move a little bit. Go on the north side.
These false albacore in the northeast get very, very fussy. They're eating small bait, and you need to match the hatch. This Nomad Vertex Max 75 is the bait for the job. It's very small profile, natural presentation, and this Albie just drilled it. We suspected that the Vertex soft vibes were going to be effective up here because bucktails are so effective. Now these lures, the soft vibes, you're able to fish them down in the lower water columns on the bottom just like you can bucktails, and working them up off the bottom with the vibe action on the max. There's two models, the max and the swim. These are the maxes. The telltale sign to be able to pick these from the two different styles, because I've got one side is the swim, this side is the max. You can see the lead is dished out there. The max stands for maximum vibration. This is the heavier bait. The swims are a little bit lighter. The toe point's in a little bit different position, and they have a patterned swimming action on the drop. They slowly swim on the drop, so they both are brilliant lures. They come into their own. We fished with Captain Savio the last 2 days, and he is a die-hard bucktail fisherman. He's so passionate, so much energy on the water, and to see someone like Savio who fishes bucktails day in and day out take to the soft vibe because the methods are so similar and really enjoy fishing these baits was a real pleasure to watch. We brought the Nomad Vertex up here with hopes of being able to catch striped bass. We caught a host of species. We could take it further. Where can't these baits be fished? I think that you're going to see more of these baits up here, and you're going to see more of me, because I can't wait to come back to Montauk.